Alright guys, what is going on? David Productions 345 here. You guys see the title of the video, top 5 reasons why you should buy a Dodge Charger in 2024. So without further ado, this is my 2013 Dodge Charger RT Max all-wheel drive. I got this car 3 years ago in August of 2021. I've owned this car for about 3 years. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys why you guys should buy a Dodge Charger, especially now in 2024. Without further ado, I hate long intros, so let's get right into the video, guys. Alrighty, quick little walk around of my car. She's finally cleaned. You guys know, if you guys are watching my channel regularly, this car is usually dirty as hell because I'll be filming videos, going off-roading low-key, and like the dirt and stuff. But this is my car, 2013 Dodge Charger, RT Max, all-wheel drive, and her name is Big Red. She's a 5.7 liter V8 all-wheel drive. Engine is mostly stock. There's like 2 things done to it. Exterior wise, there's a couple mods here and there. VLAN headlights, SRT bumper, RT badge, a Mary Hood Hellcat style hood, new 2021 Charger wheels, power set brakes, new badges here. We got my YouTube logo right here. Shout out to y'all. Y'all better subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Wall visors, rain guards. What we got going on back here? We got SRT8 style spoiler, little rear window spoiler from Amazon, actually from eBay. And then we got Lux Auto Concepts rear taillight tint, Corsa exhaust, and that's about it. So without further ado, guys, let me get into reason 1 why you should buy a Dodge Charger in 2024. So the first reason why I think you should buy a Dodge Charger in 2024 is that it is a bang for your buck. In terms of, there are so many different engine options, trim levels, and years to get. Basically, this car was offered from 2006 all the way up to 2024, and that is the Hemis. Those were all the years where the Hemis were produced. You had different engine options. I'm only going to be talking about the ones I know off the top of my head. We got the 2.7 V6, we got the 3.5 liter V6, we got the 3.6 liter V6, we got the 5.7 liter V8, you got the 6.1 liter V8, and you also got the 6.4 liter V8, and then the different Hellcat options with the supercharged 6.2. So, real quick rundown. The main engine options are the 3.6 liter V6, the 5.7, the 6.1, the 6.4, and the 6.2. The other one, not really that common. The other two, not really that common. From 2006 to 2010, you had the 3.5 liter V6, more common, the 5.7 V8, the 6.1 liter V8, and that was it. From 2011 to 2014, you had the 3.6, the 5.7, and the 6.4. And then from 2015 plus, you had the 3.6, the 5.7, the 6.4, the 6.2 supercharged Hellcat engine, the Red Eye, the Demon, all of that. So, different engine options, so the different trim levels as well. SE, SXT were the V6 options. The GT was a newer V6 option. The RT was the 5.7. You had the 392/Scat Pack, which was a 392 6.4 liter V8. And the Hellcat stuff were the 6.2 liter V8 supercharged. Hella different options for different price ranges. So you guys have many different options. It's awesome, the fact that Dodge offers so many engine options and trim levels. Prices range and vary depending on what trim level and what year you get. But I've seen these year RTs go for, depending on mileage, like 10 to 15 grand, sometimes even cheaper. You can get a Pursuit model for cheaper. It's just cool. There's different price ranges available. So basically, you can get into these cars either pretty cheap if you want a lower trim level versus more expensive if you want the 700 horsepower plus. So that's number 1. The second reason is because these cars, although they are boats, that means they have huge interiors and they're very comfortable and spacious. Let me pop my doors open for you guys. Passenger side. You guys see all this leg room up here? I need my bag so it's not really in the way. Look at all this room in here. Also, shout out to Custom Interior for sending out these seats. Seat covers, they're awesome. Here's the interior look. Let's show you guys the back seat real quick. Again, a lot of space. Oh, I gotta take out my steering wheel cover. This just is making my car look all messy, even though it's never messy. We're gonna leave that there, actually. No! Here's the back seat room. This is kind of how the seats are set up. So, it's comfortable, it's spacious. I've gone on hella road trips in this car. I've driven this car a couple hours away. I've been riding passenger in this car, driver in this car. Like, dude, this car is spacious. It's comfortable. The seats are very plush. Although they're getting higher in mileage, if you want to get new seats for these cars, you can find them in the junkyard sometimes and get them for cheap. Only problem is if they're powered seats, you got to figure out a way to get them out of the car. Anyways, here's the driver's seat. Here's the interior look. Gonna step in here real quick. I know people make fun of these cars for being boats, but like, it's for good reason. Like, they're comfortable. This one has a sunroof right here. It's cool. This basically has all the options available besides paddle shifters, but I added them. Other than that, it has all the options. So I've sat in this car for hours upon end, and the way I have my seat position kind of far back, you guys can see my seat is basically looking out the back window. There's that. Here's how my seat's set up. This car's comfy. Like, I don't get uncomfortable at all. The only time I do is if I have my seat in the wrong position, then my back starts hurting, but that's my own fault. This car has lumbar support. It has all of that. So very comfortable. You have all your controls here. Everything is within reach. It's the old style, so there's not that many buttons compared to the newer stuff. It's a 5-speed transmission. In my model, I have heated and cooled cup holders. I have heated and cooled seats. Let me show you guys the options real quick. I added SRT pages. I did the cluster swap. I added paddle shifters. Basically, also, look, we got sport mode, heated seats, cooled seats, heated steering wheel. And guys, this also, you guys can see this eco mode that does not work. I also added the cool trim lights right here. The red interior from Custom Interior with Becca's custom stitching. Shout out to Becca, she's behind the camera, say hello. And that camera's not pointing at me.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
I swear you are in frame, I promise.
Yeah, I better be in frame.
You are.
Future me. Yeah, look real quick. Yeah, perfectly in frame. Done. Shout out to you. Really appreciate it. This purple stitching looks amazing. This on there. It's on this part as well. She also did it on my new steering wheel cover right here. Yes, sir! Dude, like, this interior is coming together. But guys, it's comfortable. Let's move on to point number 3. Guys, point number 3 is the fact that this car has classic American muscle styling, which means this generation of the car looks more aggressive because you guys can see it has the more sharp edges compared to the newer stuff with all the curves and stuff. Even the older style of Chargers had the more sharp edges, and I just like how the fact the body lines flow together. Like, look at that middle right here. Dude, that looks amazing. All the body lines flow together better. It has the sharp edges here. It has a bumper coming off. Don't worry about that. Also with the scallops, this was from the older Chargers in terms of like the styling. So they kind of took some of the older cues and put it into this car. It's pretty cool that they did that. It gives the car more body lines instead of just being all flat. I just love the scallop on the side. The newer cars had that too, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more angled differently. Going back here, just the car flows, man. The car goes really well together. It has aggressive styling. It's more muscular. It looks awesome, especially with the taillights lit up. Don't worry about the taillights that are going out. I think some water got into there. But just look at how they look, guys. They look amazing. And I just love the fact that this car, this generation of them, the 11 to 14, is my favorite personally. I'm not biased. Maybe I am a little bit, but I just like how the body lines, like, look at this. Look at how this flows together. With the side of the car, guys, look at the SRT spoiler. It swoops down and it's like almost perfectly in line with the rear quarter. So that's point number 3. Point number 4 is the fact that these cars have a huge mod potential, which means you can get basically whatever mods you want for these cars. These cars are readily available. The mods are readily available as well. So if you guys are looking at what mods you should get, I have a couple mod videos on my channel already. I will be making more soon, probably the Christmas one coming up. But the planes always love coming over right when I'm trying to film a video, man. Like, come on, dude. Anyways, guys, so what I was talking about is basically the fact that these cars have hella options available for mods. For example, different hoods. There's a lot of different hood options available. There's some with scoops, some with little, what is it called? Inlets for the air to come in, like Roadrunner style right there, like 2 little inlets. There's some with heat extractors, more than this. There's like 3. There's a Viper style with 3 heat extractors with the hood scoop. There's just so many options. There's also an option to have like a Demon style, I'm pretty sure. And it's just crazy. Like the hoods, there's a lot of options for hoods. For bumpers, there's really only the RT one, the SRT8 one, and there's like a couple of Duraflex ones which I do not recommend getting. Headlights, there's hella options for headlights. These are my favorites personally, the VLAN style. Let me turn them back on real quick. Here's the VLAN headlights. There's also Spec D headlights as well. There's a ton of different options. These are my favorite. There's fog lights. For the SRT8 models, there's not really any options, so what you would have to do is custom fab the RT style fog lights into the SRT bezels, which I should probably do eventually, which I will do eventually. There's RGB options for headlights, fog lights, lightning trends, all that stuff. In terms of wheels, for the RT rear-wheel drive models, there's a lot more options. For the all-wheel drive models, me personally, I found the best thing you can do is get wheels from an OEM all-wheel drive, like from a 2015 plus all-wheel drive car. They have a few options of different wheels for the all-wheel drive. It's harder to find compared to the rear-wheel drive ones because there's a lot more custom aftermarket options for the rear-wheel drive. Badges, you can go on Amazon for that. Side skirts, there's a few options available. Rain guards, you can get wrapped for the car. You can lower your car, get performance brakes for your car, get Brembo upgrade, rear window stuff, rear window louver, rear window spoiler, new wing, wicker bill, taillight tint, blacked out taillight tint, leaving the edges open, SRT8 style bumper, rear diffuser. Like there's so many options, guys. Exhaust, you can do all of that. You can do a lot of stuff, even on the interior. Let me show you guys a couple that I've done. You can put these cool accents in so people don't scratch up your side sills. You can put seat covers in, red seat covers. You can put new seats in. You can add a different shifter. These cool little purple accents here. You can do a cluster swap over there. You can add the trim lights here. And it's awesome because I'm a car guy. I love cars. I love working on Big Red. I love working on other people's cars if it works out properly.
Oh, there's still one in there.
Yo, what cylinder was the one that you...
I think this one's because this is the newest one.
The one that... Yo, I hate your car, I swear. Let's move on to the next one. We're supposed to be doing this at like 2 p.m. And y'all, right now it's like 6 something.
It's about to be 7.
That's wild, bro. It's just cool to me that they have different mods available. So that's point number 4, is the mod potential for these cars. The one downside though is if you guys are like me and you guys are car guys or car girls, you love modding your car, your wallet will be hurting because you'll be wanting to buy more and more mods for your car. So that's one downside, but it is definitely worth it. I love modifying Big Red. She's sexy as hell. Yeah, she sits pretty nice. A couple things got to get fixed eventually, but overall, guys, I love this car. Finally, let's move on to point number 5, probably one of the most important reasons why I think you should buy a Dodge Charger in 2024. And that is the fact that Dodge is not making the Hemi V8 anymore. They are switching to an inline 6-cylinder with a turbo. What does that mean? Let me show you guys. Basically what that means is all the V8s are going to be harder to find because there's going to be less of them being produced because new V8s are not going to be produced. So no more idle. No! No! Come on! Yeah, you heard that right. No more V8s. Damn. Damn, man.
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
You guys heard me right. Dodge is not making the Hemi V8 anymore, which means that these engines, let me pop my hood real quick for you guys, are not going to be produced anymore. No awesome, loud sounding V8s being produced. What does that mean? You should get your hands on one before it's too late, before they're all crashed out, before they're all stolen, before they're all doing takeovers and impounded, whatever. You guys should definitely get one of these cars, one of the V8s. All I'm saying is this. The prices may go up a little bit. I doubt it, but it'll be harder to buy these because no new parts are going to be available because Dodge is going to stop making these cars. Do I think they're going to come back eventually? They might. Looking at the olden days, how... I love how I said the olden days. Looking back at like the 80s, how they had the 4-cylinder thing come out, which was weird, or whatever, like the really shitty Dodge Charger. But looking at how those were out and then proceeded to have these Hellcat engines afterwards, like many years later, they might bring them back because the huge customer base, all the people who wanted these big V8s are like all sad and angry. They're like, I'm going to just keep my RT or I'm just going to keep my Scat Pack or Hellcat because why would I want to get a new EV, or why would I want to get a 6-cylinder turbo? They could make more power, and they probably will. I think the base model 6-cylinder turbo makes more power, or around the same as the RT. Yes, I know they'll make more power, but you cannot beat the bald eagle screaming, guys. That's one of the best parts about driving this car, is even though my gas mileage is like at 11 right now, even though it should be higher, I love hearing the V8, man. I love hearing the V8 sounds. I love hearing my car downshift with the paddles. Like, it is so satisfying just to be driving a V8 in 2024. So yeah, guys, that basically sums up the whole video. That's basically the 5 reasons why I think that you should buy a Dodge Charger in 2024. So if you guys have any questions or comments or your own opinions, leave them down below in the comments. I love reading them. I love seeing what you guys think. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Am I gonna rubber up for you guys? Probably should.
Yes! Hell yeah!
I'm gonna put the rev clips in right now. Let's start her up for y'all. Give y'all a couple revs. Anyways, guys, we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to turn your notifications on, share this video with your friends, and without further ado, guys, me and Big Red, see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.